Hi everyone, it's Lavinia and welcome to today's video where I'm sharing my prompt page, or I should say my page for the prompt, which is number 6, one color. And this is for the Open Collab hashtag JJJC2025, which is hosted by Lee at Lee Creates. And this is her YouTube channel handle. And it's a Junk July or July Junk Journal 2025 challenge. And again, I am at number 6, which is one color. And I'm going to go ahead and show you my page. Now, when I first saw one color, something popped into my mind. It may not, maybe some people may not consider it a color. And actually it's probably like a blend of two colors, or what I think of two colors. So it's this black and white gray. So that is what I decided to do for my page. And I'll go ahead and explain it. I was going to actually do this as a process and show you how I came up with the page, but I'll just go ahead and explain it. So the first thing I wanted to do was get the black background. So I tore a page out of this drawing pad. It's just a small drawing pad. And then I used one of the decorative scissors that I have, and I decided to trim along all 4 edges so that it would fit into the journal. And I used my Fabri-Tac just to go ahead and glue that down and set that down. And then what I wanted to do, I knew when I had this, it was going to be inspired by this piece here, which I'll show you in a moment, and this coaster set that I have. So this is the inspiration for this here. And this is a set of coasters. It's 4 coasters. And I bought this many years ago when I was living in New York at the Metropolitan Museum of Art. And the designs were, first the cat is here at the front looking at the fish, and then it stands. And then the next coaster, the third coaster, it's with all 4 paws on top of the bowl. And then the last coaster is the cat falls into the bowl. So it's a really cute set of coasters. But that was my inspiration for this drawing here. And what I did first was I sketched it with white graphite pencil, and then I used a smudging tool just to smudge it. So those areas there where it looks a little bit lighter, that is just the graphite that I had smudged. And then I went over it with a variety of different gel pens. Some are metallic, some are sparkly, so in tones of, I guess, gray and white, so you can see that shimmer there. And then I just used a white gel pen to write in cats. And then this area here I can use as a journaling spot, so whether it's Stormy or a Kyrie or anything like that, I can just go ahead and maybe just do a little journaling area here. And let me show you this piece here. Now, a few years ago, I took an online art class in color, and we had to do different activities. This, by the way, is just a piece of washi tape. I added it afterwards just to tie it together so it just wouldn't be bland. But one of the activities was, I think it was shade, so going from maybe one particular color and then in its most intense color toward, and then lightening it. So this is what I did. So I used a fan brush, and this is watercolor, and this is my interpretation of my cat Stormy Weather's tail. So just the texture of the fur, starting from this darkest point and then fading out to light. And this had been sitting in a, in a box, in a drawer, and I thought this would be a great opportunity to take it out, put it in my journal, utilizing it. And I can also use the back area here if I wanted to do some other additional journaling about my cats. So I really like the way that this page turned out. And again, this is my interpretation of the one color. Some people, like I said, some artists don't see, especially in watercolor, they always say, well, they don't always, but I've heard some artists say don't use black or white, and I do, because if I want to, I will. You know, so even if someone says don't do something or do something and you want to go ahead and try out your your art tools in a different way, go ahead and test it out. You never know. You might actually come up with something that then other people will follow. So anyway, this is my page. And again, like I said, I really like the way it turned out. This will be my next page for the next prompt. This I had already glued down when I first made the journal. So I'll work it in, incorporate it somehow. But I'm looking forward to seeing what everyone else is doing. I know there's a great group of people that are participating in this collab, and really fun pages that I'm seeing. So thank you so much for watching, everyone. Take care, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.